Dana White just gave his most positive update on Conor McGregor in years. UFC middleweight champion Khamzat Chimaev and former champion Sean Strickland are threatening to kill each other 3 weeks before their May 9th title fight. Dana White told Eddie Hearn to fly out to the Apex and they can box. Hearn said he accepts. He'll travel, put his name down. That was 2 weeks ago. The Apex is still empty.
And he keeps calling me a want to know if I'm a get in the ring. And I'll show you who's a you cheeky bastard. We'll make 30 million each. I'm in.
Let's get into it. UFC 328 is 3 weeks away, and the build between Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland is already the most hostile we've seen since Khabib and Conor. Chimaev defends his middleweight championship against Strickland on May 9th at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. In a vlog uploaded this week by journalist Adam Zubariev, Chimaev was asked if he'd try to seriously hurt Strickland.
Слушай, вот возьмешь ты еще, знаешь, то, что фанаты в Твиттере говорят, просто озвучу. Если Khamzat возьмет его сабмишеном, то тут надо будет охране разнимать, потому что ты как будто не отпустишь, говорят ее. Может такое произойти, Khamzat?
Я не хочу убивать человека. Харам.
То есть убивать ты не собираешься?
Нет, да. Че там все равно мне не дадут его убивать. На улице так умер, как умер. В клетке это спорт.
Strickland saw it, and he responded on social media, filming himself in front of a wall of automatic rifles.
So guys, I generally don't post my location or my whereabouts. I don't really drop pins where I'm at. I just don't like to. But I was on Instagram, some stupid shit popped up in my feed about like Chimaev saying, you try to fight me or kill me in the streets. I was like 10 minutes from your gym. I was dropping tags and locations all day on my Instagram. Your homies that train with you, follow me, they were seeing my story. You had to know where I was at. 10 minutes from your gym, bro. I was probably right down the street from you. Part of me thought you'd show up.
Strickland then brought up the infamous Paulo Costa incident at the UFC Performance Institute, where Chimaev tried to start something and got dragged away by his own teammates.
Wanna fuck me out? Did you say you wanna fuck me out, yeah? What? Did you say you wanna fuck me out?
You want to fight me?
No, I said, do you say anything?
I want to fight you. You want to fight me?
I wanna fuck you up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, come on,
Let's
calm
go.
down.
Come here.
Come on. I wanna fuck you up. Pussy, bro. You're Brazilian pussy. Yeah.
Já basta.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, what's happening? What's happening in Israel? What's happening with Israel? You fuck your ass, yeah? You fuck your ass, yeah? You fuck your ass, yeah? Come on. I'm here. You said you wanna fuck now? I'm here now. When I'm here, you pussy, yeah? You're pussy when I'm here. Come on. Come, I'm gonna fuck you up. Yes. You like my somebody?
But as we all know with Costa, when he pulled your card, hold me back, hold me back. But man, I'm like the last dude in America you should threaten. But I guess if you don't show up, you don't show up.
Before we keep going, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want daily MMA news. The UFC is already preparing for the worst. Dana White said he's nervous about fight week and plans to have extra security for UFC 328. Daniel Cormier backed that up. I don't know if I trust those two enough to put them together before the fight because they might start fighting. Joe Rogan also weighed in, saying the UFC should skip the pre-fight face-off entirely.
Khamzat versus Strickland. Let's fucking go.
That's really happening?
Holy in New Jersey.
Yeah.
In New Jersey,
Damn.
Joey.
Yeah. Damn.
That's a motherfucking fight.
That's a Super Bowl right there, dude.
Dude, the press conferences.
Bro.
So you know how the UFC makes them do, like Paramount makes them do face-offs like 3 times before the fight? They fly in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They have them face off with the lights. You can't do that with those.
Imagine the shit
No,
talk
you can't do it.
Strickland
You
is
can't
gonna
do it.
And Paramount, you know, they're in suits. Like, I don't see why not. It's like, well, because they're going to kill each other.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He called him a terrorist. We can't have.
You call him
this.
a goat fucker.
Yeah, we can't have it.
Damn.
Can't have it. Bro, I love Strickland.
How good did he look against Fluffy?
Before that fight, I'm like, man, Strickland will probably get fucked up by Khamzat. Then the shape I saw him in, I was like, motherfucker, he
Tremendous.
looks great.
Yeah, he looks tremendous.
Strickland also posted an edited image of himself sitting in the Oval Office with the UFC belt on his shoulder. And he referenced Paramount Plus cutting his mic after the UFC Houston presser in February, writing, "Don't be scared this time, Paramount Plus. Don't be scared." On the other side, Aljamain Sterling thinks Strickland's trash talk could actually be a weapon.
Strickland is going to get in his head, force him to go crazy early on. His plan is to defend, get him tired, and then start to turn on the burners a little bit. On paper, for sure, Khamzat is the better fighter. But Strickland, very durable. I thought if anybody would be able to get to him would be Fluffy, but then Fluffy fought him all stand up for the most part. The few times he tried to get the takedown, he couldn't get it, and he kind of just reverted to, you know what, I'm just going to commit to the trading, and came up short. So I think Strickland has a really good chance, especially if he can get Khamzat frustrated and get him to fight outside of himself.
And one more thing, Chimaev just signed with Real American Freestyle, the professional wrestling league founded by former WWE stars, making him the first active UFC champion to join the wrestling league.
There are no wolves in the circus. It watches, it waits, and when the time comes, it hunts.
Right. I'm coming.
Dana White reaction.
Good for them. Yeah. I hope it works out for him, yeah.
Chimaev RAF debut will come after UFC 328. Who do you got? Chimaev or Strickland? Drop your predictions in the comments. Switching gears, Dana White just gave his most encouraging update on Conor McGregor in months. Speaking at the UFC Winnipeg post-fight press conference on Saturday, White said,
"It's looking good. Believe me, once we get a deal done with him, we will announce it."
That is a significant shift. As recently as March, White told reporters,
"Is there any update on when or if he'll fight again?"
No, but we are definitely talking to Conor, obviously.
But there's no timetable, you're just, okay.
Not even close.
Just last week before UFC 327, he described the situation as same old. Now, to be clear, no fight has been announced, no opponent has been confirmed, and no deal has been signed. White specifically said, "Once we get a deal done," meaning it's not done yet. The holdup is financial, with UFC Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell involved in negotiations. McGregor earned most of his money through pay-per-view points, and those no longer exist under the Paramount Plus streaming model. The two sides are negotiating a new compensation structure. The target is UFC 329 on July 11th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas during International Fight Week. Max Holloway is the frontrunner to be his opponent, according to Ariel Helwani. The two first fought in 2013. McGregor won by decision. Daniel Cormier confirmed this week that Holloway wants only this fight.
"Do you want to fight, Conor? Do you want to do this? Are you ready to go?" And Max said to me, "I am training right now because it's all I want." He said, "It is all I want. It's all I want with my career if I get the opportunity to face McGregor in his return fight. Not only because I know it will bring eyes to me and my product, because I know that I got to get that back." He said, "When we fought, I was a little boy. I was a child and I got beat, sure." He goes, "But I'm a grown man now. This is the fight that I want. This is the fight that I need. This is the fight that makes sense. Me versus McGregor. Hands down. No questions. No hesitation." He just said it's what he wants because he feels he's earned it. Max has put a lot of work in for the company. Max has put a lot of work in for the fans. And Max deserves an opportunity to go out there and try to right something that he feels was done so wrong so many years ago. I'm all the way in. Because I thought that for Conor McGregor to come back, there were three fights. There was Nate Diaz, which would be the biggest box office success. No matter what you think, him and Conor for the third time would have been the biggest box office success. Obviously, that did not work out. I thought Michael Chandler was another option for the fight because I thought that Michael Chandler was an ideal type of matchup because Mike will stand and trade with him because Mike is willing to go and stand and bang to try to knock him out. I also thought that Mike had waited and put the time in and did the show with Conor, and Mike had earned an opportunity to fight McGregor. But obviously Mike is fighting at the White House. So that leaves Max, who I believe in terms of competitiveness, it's the hardest of the three fights. By far the hardest of the...
McGregor has not fought since his broken leg against Dustin Poirier at UFC 264 in July 2021. If this fight gets made, it would be his first time in the octagon in 5 years. Do you think it actually happens this time? Let us know in the comments. Now let's talk about the promoter war that just keeps escalating. After Dana White called Eddie Hearn a pussy at the UFC 327 post-fight press conference 2 weeks ago,
Eddie Hearn's a pussy. Eddie Hearn ain't boxing anybody. Fucking posting pictures of himself hitting the fucking speed bag. It looks like it's in slow motion. Eddie Hearn. And let me tell you what, if that did happen, me and Eddie Hearn are bums. We would be the first fight of the night. These guys are talking like we're gonna headline some fucking card or some shit like that. Bums, okay? Whoever was talented on that card should be insulted if he and I were anywhere near any other slot other than the first fight of the night, and it shouldn't even be on TV.
Hearn has now formally accepted White's challenge to a boxing match. On the Ariel Helwani show, Hearn laid out the financial terms and accepted outright. He said,
He's kind of got me a bit excited about it, to be honest with you. I've started to visualise my ring walk music, and I've started to get very excited by the money. He keeps calling me a pussy, but I'm like, well, let's see if I'm a pussy. And then he says, yeah, but we're both bums and we'll go on the start of the night. I mean, you know, would this be?
Gigantic.
Huge. I mean, we would make 30 million each. So I'm all over it. So, you know, stick me in, put my name down, find me a pair of shorts, and I'll travel. So he called me out, I accept. Let's find out who the real pussy is.
Okay. Well, do you think he actually considers this?
If he really thinks, I don't know, what does he think I'm an easy touch? I mean, I'm very limited, but I'll have a right go. I'll tell you, I'll get myself in good shape, and I'm a big lump, and I think I'll knock him out. But also, if I get knocked out and I make $30 million, it's not the saddest day in the world, and people would find it quite amusing.
He said he saw your speed bag work, and he thought it was in slow motion.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit harsh. I mean, that's one of, look at that.
It's nice work.
I'd like to see him do that. I'd like to see him do that. I don't know about the facial expressions, but I'd like to see him do that. Look at that. I could do that on his head. Looks very similar. Just ping him all night. Quite excited about it now. I'm going to go and hit the gym after this call.
He doubled down on IFL TV, arguing it would be a main event, not an opener.
Taylor said $10 million each.
Yeah, that's well off the mark. Well off the mark. And by the way, like the whole thing, I mean, listen, I'm not going to get in. This whole thing started because Dana White said, Eddie wouldn't box me. I'll box Eddie. Yeah, no problem. Now, I'm a pussy and we're bums and it would go on the start of the night. No, it fucking wouldn't. It would go main event on probably Netflix and it would generate, it's probably the biggest fight out there right now, other than AJ against Fury.
You said, right, categorically, you said this in one of my interviews, that it does 1 million buys.
Minimum. Are you being serious?
Are you being serious? 1 million buys.
Easy. And he keeps calling me a pussy. Yeah?
Bum.
No, he called me a pussy. He keeps calling me a pussy. So if you want to know if I'm a pussy, get in the ring. And I'll show you who's a pussy. You cheeky bastard. I'm unbelievable on these people. Listen, he called me out for a fight. I'm telling you, I'm in. I'm training every day. I'm ripped to shreds. Fucking blistering hand speed. Unbelievable. I'm ready. You put 50-50 in a pot, right? I know they're not used to this model, but we'll split the revenue with the fighters. Me and him. 50-50. A broadcaster wants to come in. They can take 10 or 15% of the pay-per-view. Eat what you kill. We'll make 30 million each. I'm in.
For context, Hearn is 46, approximately 6'5", around 240 pounds. White is 56, approximately 5'11". Hearn has a significant size advantage. Multiple offers are on the table. Misfits Boxing offered $10 million each, and Saudi Entertainment Authority Chairman Turki Al-Sheikh has had direct conversations with Hearn about funding it. Now, on the business side, the feud got worse this week. Conor BENN, son of British boxing legend Nigel BENN, left Hearn's matchroom to sign a one-fight deal with Zuffa Boxing worth a reported $15 million. Then just signed a 5-fight extension with Zuffa through 2028. The legal angle is still simmering. Hearn is challenging whether BENN's $15 million deal was properly disclosed under a right-to-match clause in BENN's matchroom contract. Hearn also claims he lent BENN £500,000 during his 2022 failed drug test crisis, a claim BENN has denied.
Conor BENN, I'm sure it wasn't a surprise to see such a large and a long-term deal with Zuffa announced. What was your initial reaction there?
Yeah, some people aren't as smart as they think, but look, I can't really comment too much on it at the moment. It's an ongoing issue.
Is it a surprise to you that it's kind of been handled in the manner that it has?
No, because the lack of honesty all round has been beaming throughout. But we shall get to the bottom of it. You know, when you think someone was someone and they've shown you they're really not, it makes you question everything they've said and told you throughout the whole time. So, yeah. And I'm learning more as I go along now. Things are coming back to me and I'm like, hang on a minute.
On top of all of that, Hearn also scolded White for not even attending BENN's fight in London on April 11th, the same night as UFC 327.
I was quite surprised that, you'd make that unbelievable investment and not even turn up. I didn't see any senior executives from Zuffa at the fight, in the changing room. It's a pretty significant investment, isn't it? You must have some serious money if you're just willing to spunk 15 million up the wall in a 10-round fight and not even send anybody to sort of try and secure that deal post the one-fight deal. Quite astonishing. They must be very confident that they can carry on that agreement.
Were you surprised no one was there?
Of course.
And it's not just Hearn. Queensberry Promotions chief Frank Warren is also reportedly planning legal action against Sela and TKO Group Holdings, seeking damages worth $1 billion. That's going to do it for today. If you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.